Hey everyone, Uta Alexander here from Xander Blades, and welcome to our first vlog in which we're going to be covering the design and making of our very first friction folder. So, the reason we're making a friction folder is because over the next couple of months I'm going to be replacing Grace on the farm that we live on, and I need an EDC knife for work. So it has to be EDC friendly, and it has to be lightweight and durable, and it has to be quite tough. So let's talk a little bit about the design process that I use. Generally, I'll start off by having a look at the works of other knife makers, and that has somewhat of an influence on my own work. What I do is go through my old sketchbooks and have a look at what I've done in the past and see if any of the designs that I've come up with can be used in this new project, which is exactly what I did for the folding knife. I quickly just wanted to talk about how we came to the design that we did, which I'll show you in a second. A lot of it was actually the feedback I got from Grace about what kind of work she was doing. So these 6 knives are designed for a different project altogether, and they're not friction folders, they're actually frame locks. But the blade shapes did play quite a significant role in the development and design. When I drew the ideas out for Grace to have a look at, she commented on the blade shapes specifically. That was quite good. The Wharncliffe sheep's foot sort of design. It has a strong tip, nice curved edge to it. Essentially that was the design that I came up with. The handles on the Burst 4, they're quite symmetrical, straight lines, good for the pocket for sure, but it was just lacking something. And that's why I added those curves into the new handle. Also, it should be quite nice and ergonomic. This is what I've come up with. So the overall blade, when it's opened, it's going to be 150 mils, 55 millimeters of cutting edge. That should be quite strong and durable for the farm. And it's probably going to be black ground. Probably. I might do a variation. We'll see. That is going to be the design that we're going to be working with throughout this vlog. Now, since this is a friction folder and is a folding knife, and we also have a CNC, I'm going to be utilizing the CNC to make this knife. Not only does it afford me the advantage of making it easier, it will also be repeatable in the future, and it's going to be faster than doing every single knife by hand. In saying that, I've gone ahead and made up a sketch in Fusion 360, which then will make up a 3D model. The tricky part of that has been that you have to find imperial components for a metric knife. Generally, I use the metric system because we're in New Zealand, but you cannot get metric components for folding knives. I just haven't been able to find them. Now, if I had a CNC lathe, then I would probably do what John Grimsmo does and make everything myself. But as it happens, I don't have a CNC lathe. So, yeah, so that's been one of the tricky things. And the other thing that's quite tricky is you have to find imperial tooling for the components, such as imperial drills, taps, reamers for the right diameters. Okay, so I quickly just wanted to go over the material selection that I'm going to be using for this build. For the blade steel, I'm going to use CPM S35VN because it is a very good stainless steel. It is quite resistant to chipping, so I think that's going to be quite an important quality on the farm. Some of the harder things that get cut on the farm is polywire, which actually has a stainless steel core, as well as alkathene piping, which is quite a dense, strong plastic. As well as that, S35VN has been holding up really well in our test blade, and it's been pretty damn stain resistant. So I've been very happy with that. For the handle hardware, I'm generally going to be going either with stainless steel or titanium, depending on what is available. For the scales themselves, it's probably going to be a combination of G10, stabilized dyed wood and resin mix. Maybe in the later models it can be Damascus, maybe with some anodized titanium on the side, I don't know. Okay, so that's it for this entry. I'm going to go and order some componentry and tooling. I've got a couple of things left to hunt down still. Thank you very much for watching this video. Be sure to keep an eye out for the next one. Hopefully it will be out quite shortly. And Uta Alexander signing off. Cheers.